welcome back. Ever so crazy, slightly crazy, utterly bananas, totally lost it, mad people to the Game of Muscle YouTube channel. And welcome back to a game that does not require a steering wheel. It requires a gamepad because there's no such thing as a proper input device for motorbike games. We just loaded up Isle of Man TT and we're going to be trying it out for the first time and finding out if it's indeed good, whilst also positioning the webcam. There we go. So literally, just loaded up the menu. This is total first impressions of the game. Let's hope it delights us. We need to get going. How's everybody doing? The Finn Raven, ACC Racing, hello. Hey Rasta, hello. Welcome anyone that's just joining us. Fake potato. I'm waiting for some posts. Oh, look at that suspension. It's a nice motorbike actually. I'm waiting for some posts, so thought, well, rather than get into anything hardcore, we can console it up. Though this is on PC. Solo. Start with the tutorial. It's the after lunch stream. I just had some pasta. Hey Burnout 314. Chad Head. Look at this. Now I have to say I'm not optimistic about the handling in this. I'm optimistic about the graphics though. Right on the edge. The edge of sanity, probably. I mean, at the end of the day, if you are going to do the TT, you do have to suffer from two issues: ginormous testicles and a low number of brain cells. If you've got those two issues covered, you're good for the TT. Change the camera. Nice. Oh, the graphics do look really nice. We've got three school children on the wall there looking to get their legs cut off by a rogue motorcycle. But the parents put the children in front of themselves. That's right. Use the children as a human shield. That's how it's done. Press right trigger to accelerate. There we go. Hate RM burns. Now, I'll apologise in advance if I miss the chat here. Because, well, you know, I'm going to be concentrating on driving. Prepare to eat a lot of road surface? What are you talking about? Left trigger to brake. This is... Look at that hedge. It's a nice hedge there. Look at that. That's a beautiful hedge. I mean, look at that. Individual leaves and everything. Oh, attention to detail. Oh, can we brake with front and back? Can we control both the front and back brakes? That's cool if we can. Oh, I mean, I know this. I know the track loosely from watching onboard videos. Crash counter enabled. That is a nice hedge. Press, hold X to respawn in the middle of the road. I'm pretty sure this isn't. I'm sure that's not an option in real life. Maybe that could have been handy for a few drivers. It's got a nice hedge so far. I mean, look at these hedges and trees, and these are nice. Look, he's got a little bit of lawn and everything. Look at that. Oh, I can't move the camera. Look, he's got a little bench in his garden. And a hedge. And a bush. This guy's got rocket trees. Oh, this is the best game ever made. I'm sure this foam will protect me at 230 miles an hour. Safety first, guys. We've put some foam on the lamppost. That'll do the job. Nobody's going to die. We've got foam there. I mean, you know, what's nice if you hit that lamppost at 200 miles an hour, that'd de-accelerate you to about 100 miles an hour, at which point you can hit this next lamppost after potentially rolling your skull off this metal fence. But whilst you're in the process of decapitating yourself against the post, which are covered in foam, making them perfectly safe, you can at least admire the hedges in the garden. You know, rocket trees, hedges, and a nicely, very well-maintained lawn. Can't believe no one's drawn attention to that before. I mean, look at these hedges here. Beautiful. Their hedge building's up. Look, it's even animated, guys. That is moving. Ah, and we've got flowers. Ah, absolutely beautiful. Best game ever made, I think. I think this is a keeper. Right. Tutorial. Let's get back in the motorbike. Hey, Cosmic Nut. We're safe. Totally safe. I'm sure the foam on that lamppost is totally going to protect us from the metallic telephone box that's in front of the foamed lamppost. Safety first, guys. Safety first. Really good. Oh, look at this. He's got a dustbin. He's got a scratch. Someone's lost a motorbike into his car there. Absolutely awesome. I mean, the modelling in this is superb. The corner markers at the top of the screen and the racing line show you the route to follow. Okay, we'll probably have to take the racing line off. I don't like that. Ah, look at these plants, guys. I can't get over this. Even the man in the crowd agrees. Oh, man, I'm blown away by these bushes. I feel like I'm on holiday on the Isle of Man. At this speed, about 70 kilometers per hour, this is where I'd start bricking it in real life. Anything above 40 miles per hour and I start getting nervous. This is the tutorial, so we're not going yet. We're just tutorialing it. I thought I'd do it properly. So far, I mean, look at the grass on the side of the hill, and the trees, the bark, the fence with bushes coming through it. I mean, these are the important things, guys. I've not seen this many trees and grass in a single game before, bar maybe Richard Burns Rally and some mod tracks. I have to say I'm very impressed. No VR, unfortunately. That would have been very good. If it had VR, that would be extraordinary. Which is a damn shame. I'm going Retrofly. We're tutorialing it. The riding style affects riding aids during gameplay. This has just changed to the next level. You can change it anytime. Okay. 40 mile an hour. We're at the speed limit. Oh no, we're not. KPH. Change gear. Press Y or right button. I better not enjoy this because we could technically go out and buy a bicycle and I'll kill myself within a week. Yeah, VR would be fantastic with this. It would make a lot of sense. Hey, Kieron. Kieron sponsored us yesterday. Re-sponsored to us. Appreciate that. He's back in. He's back for more punishment. Look, Tubesy Malone. I'll take it at my own pace. Look at the road signs with the bushes behind them. That tree's in a bit of a bluster. Welcome to Bradan. Ah, I mean, graphics fantastic here. Oh, look, they've covered that tree in some foam, making it, again, completely safe. So, you know, if you drive into this tree at 200 miles an hour, you can hit the foam and then launch yourself into the building, which has nice metal spikes all over it. Again, safety first. I've ridden motocross bikes, real world motocross bikes, and I almost killed myself pretty much straight away. I don't really have that much sense of fear in real life, and that's why I'd be very against. I can lean forwards and lean backwards. That's why I'm really against motorbikes, because I don't know. I have a sense of fear, but I kind of ignore it, so it's not good. I haven't been to Isle of Man, no. To try to finish the race with this setup. Okay. How long till we die? I'm taking it nice and easy, guys. The thing with motorbike games is you have to kind of, it's kind of a bit delayed. You have to get into the flow of it compared to a driving game where you kind of react on the spot. Motorbike games are more about knitting your way through the course at 80 miles an hour. We're driving. This is moped speeds. Taking it easy. Do I need to turn the game volume up here? What was it? Upshift. Oh, there we go. I just, techless, I just got a push bike. I'm excited to get back on my pedal bike again. I haven't been pedal biking for a long time. Well done, now you know everything to be a professional TT rider. It's that simple, guys. Now you're fully qualified to kill yourself. That easy. That's how long it takes to learn how to die. Game a pizza delivery service. Right. Well, I mean, I don't know what to do. Tutorial is just one thing. It'd be nice to have like a school. So we just go solo quick. I guess we just go straight into quick race. I do time attack to train. There we go.
Ride solo on the track of your choice. This mode is for those who want to achieve the best time on each circuit.
Okay, let's do the starting section. Got to start somewhere. That's what we just did, but super bike, super sport. Oh, I don't know. Go for the super bike, super sport. There we go. Start the race, but it's time attack. We're going to fiddle with the controls. Oh, look at him go. Got the wrist action. Look at that. His fingers are going through the brake. Hang on, we've got automatic gears here. So, options. Gameplay. Let's turn all the assists off. Riding style. I mean, what do normal motorbikes normally have? Do they have no traction control? Anti-wheelie off, anti-stoppy off, racing line off, brake method, split, transmission, manual. There we go. Full on sim now, hardcore. What's the headset I'm using? I'm using Sennheiser 595's Gaffer Tape Edition. These are like 10 years old. They're still braking with a Mod Mic 5 on them. Oh, they do have traction control. How much traction control should I put on it? I'll put on low. Oh yeah, Stiglitz. I know how to brake a motorbike. It's weird. A lot of people assume that you don't use the front brake on a bike, but you do like 95% of the braking on the front brake because the back wheel, as soon as you put the weight on the front, back wheel's basically going to just, it's got no weight on it, so it can't actually slow down. I know these things. Here we go. Traction control. I'm going to put that on low then, and we'll have ABS on low because I imagine we're just going to be locking up all over the place. Confirm. Confirm my choice. I'm ready to die. I don't know which is the front brake though. Presumably, can I actually see here? Should be able to see his hands. The foot brake's normally the back brake, isn't it? I can't tell. I don't think it's animated. Well, foot brake's the back brake normally. So, but I can't tell. I don't know which is. I guess the left one's probably the front brake. So, well, we'll see. We'll see if it doesn't stop it actually. No. Oh no, there's a foot brake. So yeah, the right is. Oh, you see it animated. That's cool. So right, I think is the back brake, and left is the handbrake. So that's good. Okay, nice. It said in the tutorial that right down. Whoa! No, down on the right hand stick is definitely foot brake. Okay, we're totally under control, everybody. Easy. Not died yet. Oh! Easy. Feel uncomfortable not having 4 wheels here. Whoa! Whoa! Hey, shut up, Basin Bowling. I'd like to see you go at 170 kilometers per hour on a motorbike. I need to change the gear shift. Fence. Oh dear. We need force feedback for this. Got a rumble in my Xbox controller. Oh no. I might need to rebind the controls here. It's throwing me off. Oh, look at the hedges! Right, we'll learn it. I'm expecting like Forza type gear shift position, like in terms of the buttons on the gamepad. Whoa! No, corner. Woo! Whoa! Corner, wall, corner. We're good. Still got our legs. I'm not paralysed. Fantastic time. Had in the Isle of Man. Oh my Jesus! 230k. Take the speed off a little bit. It's like an overclocked e-bike. Doug, I'm going to put an exhaust pipe up your bum hole. Slow down. I don't know the track. Taking this easy. I do not want to be paralysed. Wrong shift way. Oh my God! What? Oh, I mean, the hedges are beautiful. No! Oh! 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 It's turned into an aeroplane. Smart Webber's motorbike. We're lifting off there. It's like it moves from underneath you. You got to remember, if you fall off your bike, you're dead. You only get one chance at this in real life. No second chances in real life at the Isle of Man. They should have released this game with a special mode where if you die, that's it, the game deletes itself from your hard drive, you can never play it again, like Steel Battalion. That'll keep the pressure up. My hands are sweating. Whoop, 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 whoop. Nice and easy. Wrong way. Speedy. If anyone tells me to go faster, I'm going to go slower. I'm going to drive this at walking pace until you have an aneurysm. I'm going at 122 kilometers per hour. You tell me, you go and do this. You go here in real life and do 200 kilometers per hour and tell me to go faster. It's not going to happen, is it? Whoa, a bit of a bounce through there. Oh, wrong way with the gears. I think the gear. I need to change the buttons. It's totally throwing me off. Oh, spectators are too confident. Oh, God. Whoa, there's a wall. I don't know how much it turns in. Wrong way again. Oh, corner. Oh, no, wall. It's all right. It was just a little scrape. It was a little scrape. Perfectly safe. Perfectly fine. This is all right. This is nice and chilled out. It's nice and relaxing. Little drive through the countryside. Track models are absolutely superb. We need this in driving sims. Woo! Come on! Oh man, this is pretty good. I mean, I'm not really testing the physics on the limit, but I mean, it's because the track model is so nice. Well, do you not want to grate my head on that wall? Be like cheese grated face. At least the sheeps can lick it off the wall. Something to have for pudding. Just a graze. Just a dislocated kneecap. Oh, there's a branch in the face. It's alright. I can deal with that. Four years later, he finally learnt the first section of the track. Whoa! It's chilled out. Oh my God! Oh! Look at the hedges! Look at the hedges! Oh, no, we're wandering all over the place. Dora the Explorer. Brake a little bit here for this corner. Oh God, it's so delayed. Can you imagine doing this in real life at this speed? I can't. Not for me. Oh, the trees and hills and sheep. It's beautiful. I want to admire the bushes. Oh, this is a really nice section. Oh, bush. Look at the grass. Oh my! I mean, this game has got the best. This is the best game ever made when it comes to grass. I don't think I've seen a game with as much hedges and grass in it. No! Oh! Almost died. It was close. That would have been 140 kilometers per hour. Oh, I mean, whoa! Get down! Get down! Get down! Bloody hell! We're not. No Mark Webber today. Sorry, I'm missing the chat room. I can't. Oh no! I can't. Oh Jesus Christ! I can't read the chat room and drive this. We've not fallen off yet. Oh, probably going to fall off now because I've just said that. God. Now I've got to hit my head with a plank of wood, and I need to get my testicles extended, and then we'll be all right. Then we'll be on pace. I just don't have the balls. I need to get some footballs and surgically implant them in my testicles, and then we'll be good. Maybe some of those big brass balls. Pendulums. My fingers are sweating. Oh, nice cottage there. Oh! 100 and... Oh! Breaking the speed limit touch there. Or maybe there isn't a speed limit. I'm pretty sure there's like a speed limit here. Oh, I've seen videos of people lose it here. We're coming up to that bridge where the guy died like 2 years ago. Drove into the side of that pub. On the right here, I think it is. It looks from it. Yeah, look. Bloody hell, this is detailed. Oh no, I think it's later than this. Holy God. I mean, why... Okay, why hasn't there been a rally game that has this kind of fidelity? I mean, I guess it takes a long time to model circuits like this, but this is fantastic. Track model. Nice little old garage there. Oh! 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 Nice and easy, nice and easy. Oh! Go! Anytime you see something stripy, you can assume someone's died there, so we've got warning to slow down. Oh, oh, hello, DSaw78, thanks for subscribing. Oh, I mean, I'm loving the bushes. Forget the motorbikes, it's all about the bushes. Oh, yes! Come on. I know I'm going slow, but this is fast for me. Starting to get a little bit of feel for this bike. Oh, listen to the wind. Oh! Bit of a kink here. I'm going to slow down for it. Oh, there's the pub the guy died on. Oh, no, it's me as well. Oh, I'm dead. That's where the guy died. And I've just followed him. Oh, well, that's a sad story. End of game. That's it. I've got to delete the C drive. Nice knowing you guys. We can't play this anymore. We've just died. So, that's it. That's the end of the game. That's Isle of Man TT. And it was fun whilst it lasted. We did about half the circuit. Does it have a replay mode? No replay. That would have been cool. I don't know why. It just teleported me. Oh! Smooth. That's how you launch a motorbike. Okay. Now we've died, we can go faster. So there you go, guys. You can do half the track before dying. First time. Nice way to pass the time. Nice one. I hope your video comes out good, Single Racer. Okay, we can go faster now because we're already dead. I'm a ghost now. Techie Leis, hello. Ghosts have no fear. I'm now an immortal being. Whoa, immortal being off-road. Oh. We definitely need a death counter. We'll remember that it's on 1 at the moment. I mean, the handling doesn't seem too bad, you know. Like, I've got all the assists off, I think. Oh, look at that cottage! Oh, the tree's coming at you. It's like a bloody... It's like I'm having a seizure. Oh my God, look at this! Enjoy the countryside as it bristles past your face at 1,000 miles an hour. It might not be 1,000 miles an hour, but it feels like it. Look how fast that hedge is moving! Oh, corner, 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 stop! Oh, no. Got to brake quite far in advance. Oh, look at the... you can see the hills in the distance. It's cool. Look at that bush. That's a 1970s bush for you right there. 50. We're breaking the speed limit. This is take a long time to learn. Oh! Oh, hello, bush. Oh, dear. Okay. Hang on. Oh, we did buy it. This should be built into the game. I don't know why I'm having to do this manually. Obviously, they should have a dead counter in the game. The obvious thing for the developer to do. What are you doing, Big Ben? Okay, hey Eode, hey Sun King. 60s nipples. Pretty sure nipples have probably stayed the same. Am I running this on max graphics as well? Oh, look. It's a hard game. What can we do here? Ah, V-Sync on. Ah, there's no real options here. Oh, advanced graphics. There we go. Ah! All in. All in. Alright, let's keep that on the screen and see how it runs. Oh, we've got to restart a level, but nice. Oh, we've upped the graphics here. Hey, James Tumulty. Oh, the textures look a lot better now. The road. Oh, the hedges look even better. Oh my god. This is the best way to look at trees. Oh. There's bird crap all over my visor. That's not helping. Oh no. Hedge. Fine. It's fine. Easy going. That's it. That's not any. I thought it was an ambulance. Could do with a couple of them. Oh, we've got a bit of stutter there. Oh, what was that? What was that about? Bike just suddenly lost it. I don't think I was even on the brakes there. What was that about? Don't believe that.
3, 2,
Andrew McCormick, thank you.
Go.
Thanks for that.
OIGM. Pop a wheelie E.
Thanks for the beat there. I'll pop a wheelie. I'm going to turn this thing off. We'll just go by our intuition. Pop a wheelie. Why's that not? Go. Oh! Let's do it from third person. Oh no, he's left the bike behind. Stay on. Oh, look at the hedges. Stay on the bike, dude. Oh my god, he lets go way too early. You can hold a bike with more angle than that. Bloody hell, what a nonce. Oh, he lets go. Well, you can wheelie, but the guys are. I mean, I could do a better wheelie than that. Come on. Probably cost a bit as I keep dropping their bike, but here we go. I like the kiwi on the glass. I need to just do something with my TV here, actually. This is pretty good so far. I mean, I'll give it 10 out of 10 hedges. Ah, that's better. A bit more. My TV was a bit dull. A large bump in the road? Well, it's cost me my life, so they better fix it. Ah, even more nice trees here. I mean, it takes a long time to slow the bike down, even if you're using both the front and back brakes. Oh, there's a bit of curb. So I have to get a feel for that. There's no, unfortunately, there's no haptic feedback for if you're locking up the brake. You can use the brake to get the back out, though, mid-corner, which is quite nice. Why is this bumping so much? Is my controller broken? Ah, my controller's vibrating constantly. Have I flat spotted the tyre? Do you guys know if it's possible to flat spot in this game? Man, this needs... Oh. No, my controller's gone crazy. Look at this. I've now got a motorbike in my basement. That's really handy. That really helps me feel the limit of the bike here. Thanks for that. It's converted my Xbox controller into its own motorbike. What, I can't really unplug it, can I? It's probably one of the first games that converts your game controller into a vehicle. The controller doesn't like the game. The controller's trying to escape from the game. Please! No more motorbikes! No more motorbikes, I can't take it! I don't want to play anymore! Don't pick me up! I don't want to be in any more hedges! I can't take it! He's doing donuts. Oh, he's going! He's lost the will to game. Oh, no, he's back on track. Oh, he's coming back. 360. Oh, look at this control. Oh, he's coming back to the edge now. He's back in the middle. I think he's settled down. This game could be marketed to lonely women, for sure. Maybe if I go back to the menu, that often fixes this kind of... There you go. That fixed it. I think I've seen this bug happen before in other games. Okay. Oh my god, this section is mental. Lighting looks really nice. Hey, Vincent. What? When I'm on the brakes, the motorbike sounds like a horse. Oh, look at that. Why does it... What's the horse about? Oh, look, they've generously put some curb in there. That makes it safe. That's made the whole track safe. All right, wasted white boy. Sleep tight. Oh, I need a cup of tea. Thought I had one. Are we still on the first section of the track here? I'm pretty sure I just selected one section. Feels like we're doing the whole circuit. We're coming up to that point where the guy rocketed off and went into a wall over the cliff. Off-road. Oh! Okay. That's another death for sure. It does bite in a bit, the handling, when you're trying to recover it. Went absolutely flying there. Oh, not again. Nailed the start. Oh, this is nice. Yeah, if you sort of go over the limit, you are done. There's definitely no limit. Now, some of them are just little fools. They're not deads. Oh my god. That fencing would just cheese grate you. Whoa! Oh, this game needs VR. Come on. What were they thinking? It's on Unreal Engine. Why wouldn't you put VR in this? Oh, that was close. Oh no, there's another dead. It turns in really quickly on the brakes, so you have to be careful. But yeah, they've really failed with the force feedback. Like, you need like a rumble to know where the limit is with the brakes, so that you don't accidentally brake and turn in too much. 7 dead. No, 6 dead. It's okay. We're only counting the terminally dead. We're not counting broken bones here. Maybe I need to lean forwards on the brake or something. That'd make sense. You lean back, otherwise you're endoing. Stopping. Oh, I mean, road rash would be nice with this. There's that new road rash game that's not too bad. The average player of this game probably does 1 clean lap and then gives up. At the moment, I have to say the most spectacular aspect of this is the grass. Oh, it bites. It bites in when you're at a tighter angle. It suddenly bites in as if you're bottoming out or something. So you have to account for it's like a non-linear amount of turning. It suddenly gains grip. Don't it's because if they're modelling like the driver leaning more or something. Well, welcome along, 858. Welcome to the channel. Oh, that's the understeer there. So I just have to watch out on the brake. You can visually see it, but it's normally going to be too late. Oh, that's nice. You can see right into the distance. Vincent Drazer. Well, you know, I think really what they should have done is they missed an opportunity for the tutorial. They should have had it so there's just a basic moped that you can drive the circuit on, because that's how most people, the very first time people do this, they'll be either driven around by someone else as a kid, or they'll just do the, you know, when they open it to tourists, people do it on like a really small, like really crappy bike, not a race bike. Why wouldn't the developer do that as like an introductory thing? It's kind of, they just throw you in on the deep end, and the tutorial was really like half-arsed. Basically was just saying, oh, these are the controls. It's a bit rubbish, really. I get the impression the developer of this had the physics already from a previous motorbike game, and they would just add a bunch of people model the track, and that was it. It's a bit lazy, really. But it is an amazing track, and it's an amazing track model, so... Look at Edo! I'm going to put a brick up your exhaust pipe. Look at these buildings, they look nice. Oh, they look nice to drive into. It's stopped vibrating again. Oh no, now it's stopped again. What's that about? I think it's getting locked on. Look, it's not cancelling the force feedback signal. Pedal bike would be awesome. Oh my god. Hey Videx. Just pretend it's got 4 wheels. They've got sidecars in this. That's got the word car in it. Oh my god. Whoa. Whoa. Come on. Showboating. Look at that horse weed go past us. Bear in mind, I haven't played a motorbike game for like 10 years. I played, what was it called, that previous milestone motorbike game for about a few hours. So I'm lying. I mean, definitely this has the best shrubberies in it. I've not seen a game with so many shrubberies. I don't really feel of anything because there's random vibrations, but there's no real subtle force feedback. So visually, the physics don't seem terrible. I mean, it's kind of done what I'd expect a bike to do. Oh Jesus! Oh, I think that was just a concussion. I don't think that would have killed us. Alright. There's just a little concussion there. You have to go all the way around the roundabout. Oh no! You just take the shortcut. I was going to go around the whole roundabout there. Oh, we're nearly... I think we're nearly there. We have done a full lap. No crashes. I think we're getting there, single racer. Was that it? That was a full lap. Oh, it's not that bad. I could learn this in at least 4 years. Oh. Why doesn't it have a replay system, and why is the controller keep... Every time. Yeah, that was dead. Definitely dead. Oh my god, it's vibrating my groin. Bloody hell, come on. Surely they would have tested for this. Hey, Vincent. Okay, so... What's going on here? Now the bike's going in the background. It's, you know, it feels like they haven't actually bug tested this in certain ways. Right. Well, that was meant to be a time attack. Oh, I guess I must have had the whole thing selected here. Well, we're here for the Isle of Man, not for anything else, so... Self-destructing. Well, what other bikes have we got? We've got a superbike here. Oh, it could be John McGuinness. What crazy guy can we be? Is that it? Do you unlock more people? Oh no. I don't know who I want to be. I'll be the guy that looks the most down to earth. Oh, I don't know. We'll be John McGuinness, why not? The guy Martin doesn't seem to be in it. He's been banned. Because he drives into walls too much. Yeah, so it's a weird one. Oh, this has a bit funky handling. What? I barely touched the brake. There's no feedback for what the bike's doing, so you can't know. It just goes mental once you get up to the limit. And again, now the controller's stuck on vibrate. Oh, come on. Developers of this have made a piss up of it. What are they doing? You can't just model a track and stick your motorbikes from a previous game in it and call that a job done. I mean... Oh... This just understeers on the brake, it just goes in a straight line. I think this bike apparently only brakes in a straight line. The other bike didn't seem too bad. $11 dead, yeah, we'll add that in. The physics on this bike don't seem anywhere near as good as the other one. I'm sure you can trail off the brake, like dab the brake a tiny bit. This is just like boating, just boating. This is driving as if it's in the wet or something. It doesn't have the flow at all as the previous bike did. The honeymoon pit. I mean, the hedges are pretty good. I'm enjoying the hedges. They've nailed the hedges. That seems to be about it. This bike feels utterly disconnected from the road. Like the amount of leaning, how much it's turning doesn't seem to make any sense. I mean, I know we are going fast, but well, that's what I am using the rear brake. That's what I'm saying. The rear brake's knackered on this. So it doesn't seem right at all. Oh, 300. Oh my god. Oh, took that to Spectators didn't even move. Spectators didn't even move. Oh dear, that was pretty brutal. Yeah, this bike looks. I mean, come on, even just on a visual level, this looks really bad physics-wise. I'm pretty sure this is not how a bike is like. Maybe stick to the previous bike. It's gonna hurt in the morning. I'm using the front brake. I'm barely using the back brake. We know this. It's not like some miracle secret that only motorcycle riders know. That's why it's even more weird. Deleted everything, started over. Camera shake's good. It's as soon as you get to the point of where you're actually getting to the limit of the tyres, that's where the physics totally break down in this. It's often the issue with any driving game, really. But then the problem with that is that when you actually get good at this, you're like, well, the fun is trying to balance the limit. Ah, oh, no, that was just broken arm. Hey, DJ Crick. Hey, Rhino's Race Room. I might go to the other motorbike. This one's a bit pants. Oh, there might have a helmet cam. It did say there's a helmet cam. That's it. Well, that's weird, because in the menu... Camera, default camera, automatic helmet for chase. So I think this is the helmet camera. We'll put dynamic view on and see what it's like. Yeah, I think the track model's really nice, but there's like no gameplay in this, and the physics seem, I guess, passable, but nothing that really stands out. And the force feedback's absolutely atrocious. There's no force feedback of use. It's just like occasional rumble here and there. It's like force feedback effects, and then every now and again the force feedback gets stuck in a certain mode. Maybe on console it doesn't do that. Maybe they haven't bothered bug testing the PC version. The hedges are good. I think driving this track can be fun. I can see this being enjoyable in some ways, but the developers really dropped the ball on it. I mean, they've got this amazing license, amazing track, and they've done the gameplay's a bit rubbish. Oh. Yeah, the bike sometimes just lifts over bumps, and there's nothing you can do with it. So I mean, I guess in real life, those bumps, you know, they back off it or they're prepared for it. But there's nothing you can do in this. So I guess you just have to know that it's there. Hang on, what was that? What was the... There it is. Don't know what this dynamic view thing's about, but... yeah, it doesn't have to be flawless, but there's, you know, there's like basic things. Being able to tell if the back's locking up through the force feedback with a somewhat realistic bike game seems to me to be like a basic thing. Maybe having a nice tutorial rather than just this is the controls. Maybe having a tiny bit of innovative gameplay. You know, it's like, it just feels like all they've gone and done is put a Isle of Man and some tracks with previous motorbikes in the game. But the hedges are good. The hedges are good. 10 out of 10 for the hedges. I mean, maybe they put all the development time into the hedges and trees. I wouldn't blame them. To be honest, the hedges and trees do really... What? It has rumble for when the front lifts off. Oh, when you go over the limit, it's just knackered. There's nothing you can do. Let's go back to the motorbike. It's just needlessly frustrating, that. And now the control is still going. Let's try...
In quick race mode, you can race with any bike on the track of your choice and in real racing conditions.
Super sport bike. Why is there no Guy Martin? You know? I think because, I don't know, Wabbit. It's a good point there. There hasn't been a really good solid motorbike game for a long time. I think Ride 2 was the last good one from what I know, but I'm not a massive motorbike fan. Hey, Classic Seaview. This guy's face. Oh, I'm not very happy. I'm sending you off to your death. Oh yeah, it shouldn't necessarily be easy. Oh, we missed the start there. But it should be like somewhat intuitive as to when you're approaching the limit. I think this bike feels a lot better. I mean, it's still a bit boaty, but it seems a lot better than the previous one. Maybe as you get faster, the physics get more and more crazy. Hey, Sim Racing 604. Basically, you can't turn at all on the brake. Whoa, he's coming past us fast. The player models and the motorbike model, like the 3D, the art in this is fantastic. The sound's also acceptable. Like it's not. I'm not getting total arousal from the sound, but it's not distracting. I'm all right with using triggers to be precise. It doesn't bother me. The physics do just seem a little bit mental. I think it needs like the Forza force feedback for when the bike's getting a bit leery, so you know, so you can feel to back off it, or you feel when you're getting close to where the limit is. So far, the handling in this, I'm giving a 3 out of 10. Bushes, 10 out of 10. Oh, that was me. That was my fault. That was totally my fault. I survived that. Broken legs is fine. You just can't drive. Well, I've played other motorbike games, I say a long time ago. The reason why I don't play motorbike games is they tend to be bloody awful in the handling. You can learn anything. It's, you know, I don't think that's ever an excuse to go, oh, you can't play this game. I mean, I guess it can be an excuse. That's fair enough thing to say at times, but I can see anyone could learn how to be all right at this, but that, you know, it's like anyone can learn anything with practice. People learn how to complete Battletoads. Doesn't mean that because they've learned how to play Battletoads has really good gameplay mechanics in how the characters move around and what have you. You see what I'm saying? This is totally fine until you get to the limit of the tyres, and then it's like, off you go. So you've got the difficulty of learning the track, which is really fun. Absolutely fantastic learning a circuit and crashing because you've gone into a corner too fast or you just don't know where you're going. That is perfect. I mean, that's like RBR difficulty. Amazing, because it's totally the player's fault. But then it also has this on the limit tyre thing and flop it with that other bike, and in that case it's like, well, that's not fun, it's just bad design. I mean, I have to say, when I've driven like motocross bikes, you know, you jump straight on it, drive it, it's all, cause I fell off it and I've hurt myself, but I knew exactly why, and it was, you know, it was really all my fault. Same with mountain bikes. It's all very intuitive and obvious, even if you've never done it before. What's not intuitive and obvious is learning a track, which is why you take it slow to start with. The track model in this is absolutely unbelievable. So yeah, the key of this is not going over the limit at all, or going near the limit. Oh, that was my fault. Trying to work out. I mean, maybe most people playing this are playing it with assists on as well. You really notice the different sections of the circuit and how different each section looks. Yeah, but Speedy, I don't have a problem with not knowing the track layout at all. That's fine. I enjoy the challenge of learning the track layout. It's not, you know, the track layout's the track layout. That's fantastic. Spot on. I enjoy going slow and then gradually getting faster, working out the line. I don't have any problem with that. The track model in this is absolutely super. This is probably one of the best track models I've seen in a game. You know, look at all the grass, look at all the trees, look at the little barriers and the details and the subtlety and the texture work and all the different buildings. Absolutely amazing. But you can have that, but if the physics are garbage, it's like, well, then it feels a bit weird. I don't have a problem with the braking points either. If I'm driving into a wall because I'm missing a braking point, then that's obvious to me. I've obviously not hit the braking. That's fine. Again, that's totally fine. The issue is trying to brake as late as possible and feel it out. That's where the fun is because you've got to feel it out. The grip levels. That's how you modulate the brake. Track was 100% laser scan. Was it actually built off laser data? It's pretty cool if it was. This bike's a lot better than the other bike, though. I mean, the thing is, this is £23 in the sale, which is actually a pretty good price for it. I think full retail's cheeky, but if you consider this bike that I'm driving right now with the what you get in the game for £23, it's not actually that bad. I think that's fairly reasonable if you're a big fan of the Varda Man. Well, yeah, there you go. Yeah, what Vincent just said. Project Cars 1, amazing graphics, amazing tracks, amazing car licenses, sounds were perfectly fine, general feature set, weather, VR support, really good, all really good. The handling was absolute garbage, the force feedback was absolute garbage with pretty much all the cars in the game, and then some of the cars were okay if you really fiddled with it. The setups were all garbage. For the most part, out of the box. See, I'm locking that. See that? That's because I locked the rear up. I'm dabbing the rear really lightly. There's no feel for it. There's absolutely no feel. And that was my fault. So, that's just frustrating. Just why don't they have rumble for that? Why have they got a rumble for the gear shift? Just use that rumble for when the back end starts slipping. Or if as you're approaching the limit for the brake, for the tyre locking up, have some rumble effect. Why wouldn't you put that in? It's obviously crucial because you're dead if you go over that. And the difficulty is obviously you brake harder at higher speeds and then you come off the brake. But you need to know at what point you need to brake at. Which in real life you'd be able to feel through the G-forces. You know, so it'd be very intuitive and obvious. You'd also see it visually a bit, but you would know through the G-forces. It's just weird that the developer wouldn't use the rumble in a useful way. Unless maybe there's an option. So yeah, Hedges 10 out of 10, track model 10 out of 10. Sounds like an 8, 7 out of 10. They're fine. Motorbike models really nice. Gameplay, game design 2 out of 10. Physics, I can't tell. Ah, oh, this is good. Head your armour. Whoa, we're right at the limit of the curve there. Come on. Whoa! Okay, that's a dead. That's a dead. That was me turning into the hedge. What are giant balls? You have to have giant balls. 10 out of 10. You have to have giant balls to get on a motorbike. Oh my god. I've just same place as last time. Oh no. What replays would be really nice of the bike crashing. I mean, I guess the developer didn't want to put any more work into it. They just wanted to get it out. That's the impression I'm getting. I have, yeah. Hey, Andy G. A box of band. That's alright. Just broke my kneecap. I think I need a box of plaster. That was nice. Oh, come on. But, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, you can be critical of games. Not going to help anyone. So I'll try not to whine too much, but I find it therapeutic whining. Got to whine. Got to love a bit of a complaint. Oh my god. Can we do this flat out? A little bit of a lift. Ah! There's no warning! There's no warning! Oh no, again. Maybe I have to forcibly lean my player model forwards. There's no warning for that. I wasn't pulling the brake hard. It's not like I'm mashing on the trigger. This needs the Forza haptic force feedback. I don't know why other developers don't use it. It'd be super satisfying once you know the circuit. Pavement just there. Put a donk on it. Put a donk on everything. Powering out of corners seems right. Like the way you can get on the throttle and the bike hooks up, that seems to be done really nicely. Which is weirdly not the hard part. I don't know why the braking seems so erratic. Maybe it's when it's just downhill. Maybe I should put the traction control on medium. Maybe that'll stop it being less annoying. But at the same time, I want to feel out the braking, because that's a real nice challenge of trying to, you know, once you know the layout, you're then sort of daring yourself to get on the brakes later and balance it and use that skill of balancing the brake to get into a corner later to be faster. There might be a text file you can edit, Pelucan. Yeah, no, yeah, as I say, I think it'd be satisfying. Yeah, I think it'd be super satisfying once you know the layout. But then you get to the thing of going, okay, well, how do I improve my lap time? Oh, it's more about how you use the brakes and getting on the brake later. That's where you get most time in motorsport in general. Is going into the braking. You know, and modulating the acceleration on the bike. But the braking in this just seems really erratic in terms of feeling it out. I don't think it does have a moped. That's what I need. Needless to say, this bike is 100 times better than that other one. Oh, cheese grated. Starting to recognise corners. This would be really good to play with force feedback in a driving sim with force feedback. But you don't really need full force feedback. All you need is, I mean, it'd be nice to have like a bike attachment for the steering wheel, but all you really need is I'd say rumble for the brakes when the tyres are near the limit. But that'd be having force feedback with the steering wheel sort of emulating the lean rather than the actual steering, because obviously on a real bike you counter stick, you turn the other way to go into the corner, so that would kind of make a steering wheel feel a bit weird. But if you perceive the steering wheel as more the bike's lean rather than the front steering, and then use a sort of abstraction of that, that could be really good. I've seen some custom force feedback bike controllers on the market. Surprised at high speeds how much you can slap the throttle down on this. Like coming out of a corner. What? Whoa! Just testing the limits there. Just grazed my knee on the wall. It's fine. Just a little flesh wound. This feels closer to something like Tetris than it does motorbike riding. Stuck on the inside of the corner there. That's weird. So when you start taking the corners faster, it kind of goes into a drift mode. How did I get away with that? We just jumped over a curb. It's totally fine. I know the coin-up motorbike games aren't particularly good. They don't make sense because you can't really have that because You need G-forces to sort of self-right you, and you can't have that coming from the bike. Oh, it's just done it again. I don't understand it. I don't understand why that's happening sometimes and not other times. Oh, this is the body count, guys. Let's... Sugar and strawberries are a gift. Let's put traction control on. A bit more. Put it on medium. Maybe the bike's doing a stoppie. And then it's loot, but that makes sense. Maybe Gary. This is like the last legitimately insane motorsport. Let's go. Yeah, we'll try. I can try ABS. Ah, good point. Made it ABS rather than traction control. See, the sensitivity's on really low as it is. That's not a death, that's just broken legs, we're fine. Easy. Why doesn't this have like golden disco balls? Cutting that a little bit fine. Oh, yeah, but... Oh. So it's as if we are still locking up the rear there, and then it just goes wonky. Every time we're braking from high speed. It's missing accurate barbed wire simulation, unfortunately. Well, either way, if it's front or rear, you know what I'm saying? It's locking up, is what I mean. I'm just thinking a bit like a car. It's just going bananas from it. Hey, that MKK. Maybe do I need to push forwards on the stick whilst braking as well? Is that what the problem is? Maybe that's all I've got to do is push forwards on the stick. You'd have thought when putting the brake on at 200 kilometers per hour that your biker would be pushed forwards automatically. Compressed into the bike, probably. Oh, I missed that again. Oh, that's dead. That's dead. Rider weight has to move back when you brake. But you can't lean back because that pulls the brake. Well, that's what I was doing. but that seems to not be helping. I've not tried the sidecar. I haven't downloaded it. It's like a separate. It's like a free DLC, isn't it? Is my rider actually moving then? Why can't I see my? I can't see my rider moving at all. Pushing the joysticks here. Stopping. Okay, I'm gonna try pushing back more aggressively, seeing if that stops it from happening. Maybe what's happening is, as you say, maybe the front wheel's loading up too much, and then it's digging in and then throwing us off. Maybe that's what it is. We'll work it out. Just seems super counterintuitive. Oh. Hello, Apollo Victoria. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to I've died 18 times. Gear on. The lap doesn't seem that big when you're doing it at 100 and something kilometers per hour. This is the way to travel. I like the sun myself. I can always go in the basement where it's 22 degrees. Don't you have a basement? Everyone needs a basement. Ah, oh, chronic understeer. I think that was just because I didn't slow down enough though. I think that's another death. That was my fault for going too fast. Dig your knees into the tank. That sounds nice and comfy. I'll try it. I'm more of a hot person than a cold person. I feel personally, it's got hedges. It's practically Brands Hatch Owen. Personally, I feel way more comfortable in the heat than I do in the cold. I start shutting down when it's cold. Oh, this is fantastic at speed. Oh no! I don't know if I leant back then. All I know is that my face is in the wall and I'm dead again. What's that? Reflecting light. It's just, oh, it's a mirror. It's a fake mirror. There's no reflection. Well, true, but I just feel up to about 30 degrees. I just feel normal. After about 30 degrees, then I get overheated. But then you go and swim in the sea or something. It's all good. Ah, that was my fault. Leaning forwards. You let me ride your bike? Oh, don't you mean you're not letting me ride your bike? If you value your bike, maybe you just want to see me dead. Well, I'm trying to classic CV. I'm trying to understand this game's physics. I'm trying to get my head around it. whilst I do that, I'd get moody about it. It's what I do in new games. You got to get angry at the game. That's half the fun. Ah, what? I just leant back then. I wasn't even on the brake. That was just from leaning back. I'm telling you, you have to lean forwards rather than lean backwards to stop it doing the crazy thing. I'm going to lean forwards now. See if that makes it better or worse. Okay, that makes it worse. Fair enough. That does seem to make it worse. Oh no. Hang on, I've died again. Oh my god. I'm gonna need a drink. This game's turning me to alcohol. Probably better with a drink. You're not letting me. Ah, that's nice. You don't want me to be dead. Hey, web guy Mike. Now, leaning forward, Kieran, is causing the bike to go absolutely mental. I'm out of the corner, into the corner. Is what the problem I'm having is on the brakes. If I can work that out, then I can get back to learning the track. What's happening is the bike's just spontaneously losing it. On the accelerator now is actually really fine. The mid corner seems fine as well. It's literally just the braking that I'm having trouble with. I mean, look at the track mod. I just can't get over how nice it looks. Well, you kind of need to use the brake to slow down, otherwise you're just going to go in a straight line, aren't you? I mean, they could even just have a visual gauge on the screen showing you how much brake pressure you're applying. They're not going to give you any force feedback. Taking the pain. This is almost as punishing as Richard Burns Rally, but not quite. I mean, she is so mental. People do this in real life. God. Oh no! I took like too much dead. Too much. Oh, we're in someone's garden. I thought I could follow through that. You probably can if you line it up right. I could do. I'm trying to isolate what's causing the issue. It might just be that I have to lean back on the brake and be way more gentle than I have been. So I'm trying that first. I planted myself. Hello, I'm in your garden. There's 5 pieces. Would you like a motorcyclist in your garden? Here you go. Well, a little graze of the wall there. We're good at driving into that wall. Whoa! Bit of a bump there. This section's fantastic. Hello, Cherry Pete. I mean, come on, to be a TT rider, you have to be certifiably mentally ill. So if it's this leaning back thing that was causing the issue, why wouldn't they put that in the bloody tutorial? As it seems like it's fundamental, totally fundamental to actually driving the bike at a basic level. So why is the tutorial in this so abysmal? Is it a real opportunity for them to do something nice? Oh well, yeah. PlateDepartment.com. Shortcut. That wouldn't hurt. Yeah, I'm not using the rear brake at all really at the moment. I'd use the rear brake to in addition to the front brake once I get the hang of it. This is hypnotic, really hypnotic game. Oh, push to the face! Woo! What I need is like a delta on the screen that says, oh, you've done better this time. Well done, you're going faster. Well done, you've not fallen off your bike for this amount of time. Why? Whoever did the games design on this needs to be shot. These are things. Oh, Jesus, there's a pub. Oh, they're dead. Whoever did the games design on this, there's stuff you can put in here which are literally a day's work, 2 days' work for a gameplay program. It's bloody Unreal Engine. An artist could probably do it. Just stuff that makes it way more fun and costs nothing on the development. What is wrong with people that make computer games? They're probably too busy doing other things, but I'm just complaining. Mind me complaining about these things. Gonna hire me as a consultant, how to add value to your game at no cost. Yeah, I know someone went over the wall into that pub. We were saying that last time. The last 3 times I killed myself. Race time. It's what happens any time I play anything that's not like a really well-rounded simulator. I have a mental breakdown. Get used to it. Oh my god, I can't believe I got away with that. Well, the problem is, it's so complicated just to make a simple game. That's why I stopped doing game development stuff. It's just bloody stressful. Just getting something to work at basic level is difficult. It's really easy to see a finished game and go, well, why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? It's like, well, you know, because they only just got to the point that it's at. It's always easy to see the flaws in something and a lot harder to see the positives. But because I'm streaming, I'm a YouTuber, I can just call out all the negatives and be an arse about it, which is good fun. Oh, look at these trees! Go past us! Hide your children. A motorbike's about to land in the face. Crowd go wild. Right, let's I want to get a feel for the rear coming out so I can gradually modulate it rather than just being so timid. Oh, it's in gameplay, not controls. So we're going to turn ABS to low. See what happens there. Manic, yeah. I haven't done programming myself, but I've worked with quite a few programmers on lots of different projects. So, and even not being the one responsible for the programming and just designing stuff and managing stuff, even then, gives yourself a mental breakdown. Although, so, no, it entirely depends who you're working with and this type of project and how much money you have to make, and there's a lot of variables that can make it enjoyable. But for the most part, no. Oh, look at those telegraph poles. That's cool. I can't see through the bird shit on the screen. We need, don't we have anti-bird shit screens in TT yet? Whoa, we're right on the edge of the curb in there. Come on. See, a lot of the corners are kind of follow through. Oh no, we went over the limit. We lost the front. Something happened. No warning, dead. I don't know if that's because I wasn't leaning forwards enough then. Oh man, this needs force feedback, so you know what you need to be doing intuitively rather than having to guess. Practice it. So basically, anytime you're braking, you need to be leaning right but pulling back on the left-hand joystick. Anytime you're going over a bump or slightly forwards, you need to be pushing forwards on the joystick. And you need to make sure you do that, otherwise you're dead. Death penalty. If you don't do that, the bike's going to nugget you. Did I just die again? I need to add it to the death counter. The force feedback's totally broken on this as well. I just keep getting random shakes and stuff that are 100% force. Problem is, you learn the handling in this, and how this game works, and how sensitive it is and not sensitive, and then you play another motorbike game and you have to learn it all over again because they've made other arbitrary design choices. Ah, that was nice. Quite like this corner. It's the only corner with curbing, so I'm going to use the grass hillside on the left to get through it. Skill. Whoa! We used the wall there to get around that a bit faster. Whoa, no. Whoa! Why don't they have replays of the crashes? They're hilarious. Welcome to Gamer Muscle Space Program. We're now in orbit. It wasn't bad, that one. Launched. We didn't let go. We were riding that one out. The rider in the game was confident that we were going to land that. Total confidence. He's not confident in the wheelies, but when it comes to being 40 foot in the air after hitting the hillside, he's on for the ride. That was Apollo 13 right there. That's how it's done, guys. Oh, there's a bush. No, I don't think you can hit the sheep. Endo. Oh dear. I think that was just broken limbs again. I was leaning forwards there and it put too much weight on the front. Just lost all grip. Does. It's all the grass, I'm telling you. Shortcut. Oh, it resets you before you can like go flying off road, which I think is a shame as well. It'd be nice to like see your character. It's like they maybe it's because of the Isle of Man TT license. They've had to sort of shy away from the crashing, but that is like a really fun part of it, is seeing the character go flying. I don't know if the physics are that terrible, you know, it's a motorbike game, they always tend to be a bit funny. At least by leaning back, it seems to be stopping the crazy rear end lockup thing, which I have no control over. So that's good, because that was just ruining it. Well, surely they'll just keep doing Isle of Man TT games every year with more features now. May have took that corner a bit too fast. Really tight right-hander. We'll see if this bump. Slowly getting there. Just have to learn the track. What's the real world record around the circuit? It's £24 on sale at the moment. I wouldn't buy it at full price. It's definitely not a full price title. I think them selling it as a full price game is a total piss take. It doesn't have any gameplay in it. I don't get the RRP price of modern games being £60. It's like, if you think what you can buy, but you can literally buy like an alright. You can buy like a real bike for £150. So you know, or it's just crazy. It's like, fair enough. Some games have an absolute ton of content in them and playtime in them. Well, I don't know if it was EA. Nintendo 64 games were the first really expensive games. The cartridges, sometimes they would retail at 70 quid. You've run out of petrol and must quit the race. Oh no. Technically novels. I wonder what you're talking about, Dusty. What's a technically a novel? What's going on here? Oh, they're still doing there. I think so, Owen Middleton. Do I have to download the sidecars? The tutorial is literally just doesn't tell you anything. This is the tutorial. That's terrible. So failure there. Worst tutorial in game history. Well, we've gone through phases, haven't we? We had the EA £60 game plus £10 per bloody DLC. Then we had the £60 game plus cases and crap. And then we had like the gambling thing. Oh, it's just games. What's multiplayer?
In online multiplayer mode, face off against players from all over the world and attempt to reach the top of the online leaderboards.
Oh, well, it's dead online, so... Great. Really active game. Let's try... Are these fictional circuits? Alright, Morphy, thanks for popping in. I think it's hard, Steve, in that, you know, a bike is a hard thing to do with a gamepad. So even if it was, like, realistic, it would probably be pretty wonky. There doesn't seem to be any structure to the single player. Oh, just... Well, the AI doesn't get murdered by that. This is often an issue with motorbike games. Oh, that's hilarious. Best way to start a race. Yeah, what is going on with the sound of the start? Hey, Dave Co. What is that? Who came up with that as an idea? I thought, that's good. Yeah, so a big problem with the AI in motorbike racing games is that they apparently don't ever get affected by accidents, whereas you get absolutely murdered by them. Ah, oh, bloody hell. Over the fencing into the hedge. Do you think we can do more than one corner? Womp, 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 boop. We got this, guys. We can do more than 2 corners here. Worst start sound in the history of video games right there. Got Pac-Man's coming to get you and you've got to escape him. Right. Ah, what? What am I supposed to do? He just ran. He just ran me off the road into the wall. That's ridiculous. Oh, well, they've messed up that. So basically, the only thing that's good in this is time trial around the Isle of Man circuit. Just pray that no one drives into you. Oh, they've lost it. The AI can actually crash. Confirmed. I mean, this environment's amazing. The track models are absolutely incredible. They're probably just using the same hedges from the Isle of Man circuit, but still. Once you've got like 50 or so hedges, you're sorted. It's a development lesson there. This is Unreal 4, yeah. And it's running really well, given how much crap's on the screen, so this makes me optimistic for ACC. Oh, we're flying. Now we're drifting. Wipe out. Oh, there's an invisible wall there. Just because. Why? Oh, Jesus. It's too eager to reset you when you go off-road. I mean, granted, in real life you probably go flying, but still, have the player go flying. Don't just instant reset them. Whoa, head almost hit the fence there. Too fast. Oh dear. Let's try again. Hi, Isaac West. We lost the other guy. Oh, that's good. Takedown. He just went straight up. Right, so you can't just lean forward. You do have to balance the throttle a touch. Hi, Doofer. This is the hardest game. Wow, we're a bit loose. Wow. Drifting. Why are we drifting? Oh, did I not lean back enough? Maybe I didn't lean back enough. Maybe I had to lean forwards or lean backwards. It's not entirely clear. I want to do one clean lap and not be last. Get ready for Pac-Man. Hey Chris. Oh God, calm down guys. Lean forwards out of corners. Whoa, 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 tap the wall there. Oh, what was that? Oh! What was that? Would you have to slow down more for the bump or something? Absolutely flying. We're killing with the dead cats going like triple because we're killing them. All right, Cavapoli. Oh, bloody hell. Oh, no. Oh, my God. I just want to do one clean lap and not be last. That would be nice. Oh, no, I was wishing the bike's a nice bike. Took me out. No, unfortunately not. It would be nice, wouldn't it? It's so hard. Out of my way, dude. Hello, Antoine. Thank you. Oh, got another Antonio Martinez. Oh God. Oh, Jesus Christ. Thank you for subscribing. Thanks for clicking the like button as well, everybody. Oh, that bump before the jump. Watch out for Pac-Man. Where's he going? Dead. God! If you tap the brake there, you're done. Well, what are you supposed to do then? Just not brake? I mean... What are you meant to do for that? Slow down before the dip or something? It's painful, Wellington. This is probably the hardest game ever made. By engine braking, you mean just going down again. The bikes tend to slow down a lot, just not being on the gas. Jesus. There's a wall again. Brake before. I was braking before the bump. That's what was causing it go crazy. I wasn't even braking in the dip. This game will make me rage. Whoa, pat on the power out of that. This is probably what it's like for someone playing a driving simulator for the first time. Although, oh my god, nice overtake. I don't remember finding driving simulators ever this hard. Look at that grass! Right, I'm just going to lift this time. No, I have to... Well, they're not braking. They're braking. I just didn't brake and we got away with it. Coast through it. Ah, there's a tree. Ah, there's a cyclist. Oh my god. 27 deaths isn't that bad. Well, it's different. iRacing is only frustrating because it doesn't drive like any other simulator. So it's, it goes against expectation. This drives pretty much like other motorbike games. in the same really hard way to work out. I mean, it feels really awesome when you go in and you're like linking up the corners and the countryside's whizzing past you. It feels fantastic. Oh, God's sake. You can't use the brake, and they're all using the brake. So it seems a bit unfair that the AI can use the brake, but you can't. Unless they are literally just downshifting. I am being really smooth on the brakes. I know, Paul, it would really help. I was saying that you probably weren't there earlier, that it needs haptic force, it needs rumble for when you're braking, so you know when you're getting near to the limit, like in the Forza games. Because as it is, there's no preemptive feel for where the limit is on the brake at all. Oh my god, he's just killed himself. There's his bike, to avoid that. No VR support, which would have been really good. Mind you, you spend most of your time in hedges, so you could just model a hedge and put it in Unity and play that in VR. Well, I'm doing it before that though, Isaac West. I'm not braking in the dip or on the hill. It's basically like, I don't know. I think it's just when the road's slightly steeper. Well, it's funny, Baker. They could have just done a really half-arsed VR on this. It could have been totally half-arsed VR where it, you know, just worked at a basic level, not even proper full-on VR support, and people would have been like, "Oh, this is the best VR motorbike game ever made." But you know, I guess they don't care. It's a licensed title. It's like the Formula 1 game. It's all about just getting the bare minimum done to meet the license. You say that, Star Fox, but I didn't brake then. I just downshifted, and the bike just went doolally. I think the physics just have an issue in certain situations where it goes ridiculously unstable. Yeah, a lot of people. There's quite a few people with VR headsets that buy a lot of stuff, like on the Oculus store. There's quite a few people just buy anything that's vaguely decent. And by quite a few I mean like 50,000 plus people. So given how niche this is within the driving thing, it would actually be a reasonable number of people. Well, you can't just hack VR in. Well, technically you can, but this is Unreal Engine, so VR is in theory supported in that you can have it so it outputs to a VR headset. The interfaces and stuff, and there'd be certain bugs and things. It wouldn't be perfect, but they could, if they were feeling generous for the PC version, they could have allowed it so that a VR user could use it. You know, this is their multi-platform game. They won't care about the PC. I can't do anything through the dip. I'm just gonna go through it. I'm not even gonna downshift. Yeah, it's going over the bump. It just loses it. I don't know what you're supposed to do. Maybe I'll try leaning forwards. This time, I'll try leaning forwards. See if that puts weight on the front and keeps the front going. This is why you kind of need force feedback for a motorbike game. Oh, killed. Takedown. Dead. Okay, so get out of my way. I'm going to lean forwards for the bump this time. See what happens then. I'm not going to do any throttle or brake. I'm just going to make sure my rider's leaning forwards. Oh, okay, that's what I need to do then. You have to be off the throttle and the brake and push forwards. This really is a sort of trial and error game. Oh, there's another dead cyclist. You know what's another real missed opportunity with this is having a really nice track guide with have a real world driver do a voiceover. I mean, these are fictional tracks. Oh bloody hell! The back end lost it there. I don't think I was leaning back enough. Have a real world driver go through the circuit with you as you drive through it, doing a commentary, explaining each corner. It's like, why wouldn't you do that? Watch out for Pac-Man. If I wasn't doing any streaming, I don't know if it'd be 100%, but it'd be most of the time. It'd be like 80-90% of the time I'd be in VR. I mean, to be honest, actually, yeah, I probably would be all the time because I wouldn't have a monitor on my sim rig. So it probably would be all the time. The thing is, I've pretty much always recorded videos and what have you. Yeah, it probably would be in VR all the time, to be honest. Because I wouldn't have a monitor on my sim rig at all. Ah, cock. I feel like I'm giving this game a fair shot here. There's literally no games design in this title at all. It's like the least inspired game design in the history of games design. Total missed opportunity. As I say, I think the developer was probably just trying to get the basics done. Oh my Jesus. Let's just keep going. James May. Adam Randall. I think I pissed Kunos off when they came in one of my streams, like all the guys from the development team, and I said, "Oh, well, get back to work, put VR in the game," and they all just left. I think they were annoyed by it. I don't think they like VR that much. Ah, curb it front wheel. When just after AC came, well, no, I don't know, probably like a year ago, 2 years ago. No, they just left. They're probably annoyed that I told them to do something. Because they were probably working on it as it was. I just thought it was funny. I don't think they got the... I was joking, I don't think they got it. But there you go. Lost in translation. I'm sure they do. I know Kunos like to mess around with lots of stuff. I mean, the bike's got locked into a sideways position through that. Oh dear. Maybe we should track with all the assists on this, see what it's like with that. I've got no assists on at all. I mean, what can you do there? When the back comes out, you're dead. Let's try it with assists on. We've got ABS on there. Let's put everything on high, see what happens. Crazy. Honestly, how much easier it is with all the assists on. Oh, you can't just go mental even with the assists on. All this has done is make the bike more sluggish. It hasn't actually made it easier. The assists mean that you just don't have to be delicate on the accelerator and do the leaning, I think. That's it. Probably means you can play it with a keyboard. Well, AI just drove into me on the brakes there. Maybe try it on easy. Oh, well, they're certainly slower on easy. So if you want an ego boost, yeah, so with this, well, we'll see how it goes over this bump. Well, you still have to slow down for it. Yeah, the assist basically just means that you don't have to use the balancing and you can drive it like you were playing on a keyboard without the bike losing it. Difficulty, I think, just sets how fast the opponents are. Ah, no, you can still get the back end out. Well, so what I'm thinking is turn these off. I'll leave that on split. I mean combined. Put the difficulty on difficult. See how that is. This is the hardest game I've ever played, I think. Oh no, the 11 table tennis is pretty damn hard. Harder than Jet Set Willy. It's harder than Battletoads. It's harder than driving a real mountain bike off a cliff. I've literally driven a mountain bike downhill in the snow, and that's easier than this. Oh, the back end came out and got stuck. I don't think Cuphead's that hard. I only played it for like 20 minutes. It was just hard because of the way I was playing it. You meant to upgrade the character. Super Meat Boy's hard, but that's totally dependent on the level. I don't know what you're supposed to do once the back end starts sliding, if there's a way to bring it back. Oh no, oh no. We'll keep going. Go, catch him back up. Oh my god. Amount of time to do that. That doesn't make any sense to me. So right, to me, it seems to me that what happens is once you go over the limit, you are dead, 100% dead if you go over the limit. So you have to stay under the limit. There's no force feedback to warn you for the braking and the turning when you're approaching the limit. You get a vibrate once you've gone over the limit. So that's what makes it needlessly frustrating, sort of unfairly frustrating. There's also no force feedback to know where you should be placing the joystick. You just have to learn it. The accelerating out corners seems really nice. The general grip through the corners, for the most part, seems really nice. The AI on this difficulty seems to be a bit slow but fun. This is on difficult. The hardest setting, probably more realistic speed, but you know, you have to be really good. I guess you just practice it, you probably start beating them. But I don't enjoy having to memorise stuff, particularly. In terms of the fine control, I don't mind learning a track, but I don't find it enjoyable having to memorise every single joystick input. That's why I don't like iRacing. It's like you're not responding to the game. you're memorising all your input. Ride 2 doesn't have the R, no. Oh my jeez. Yeah, there's no way of recovering once you've gone over the limit in this, which is probably the most frustrating part of it. It doesn't have I don't think the tire model's that advanced. I think that's probably what it is. Not that it's probably a very hard thing to actually simulate, you know. But it feels amazing zooming through the corners. I do this in real life. I'd rather not. You know, there's something about driving into a hedge at 200 miles an hour that doesn't appeal to me. I don't know what it is. It doesn't seem like a good idea. Of all the ideas I've ever had, driving into a fence on a motorbike is not really at the top of my list of things I want to do. Tell you what, guys, I'm going to try this again. I've got to do this and not come last. On Thursday, when I went to the Virtual Reality Race Club guys running these simulators, driving simulators on a motion rig, it was absolutely amazing. I'm just finishing off the video for that, but so you'll get to see that. But that was absolutely awesome. It's the first time I ever used a motion rig where it actually felt good. It wasn't delayed or anything. It was a little bit delayed, but you know, it felt like braking. It was absolutely amazing. It's just a shame that you can't just get a amazing motion rig for under. I've just been taken out for under like £15,000. Please ride faster. I can't. They keep murdering me. I've got to not finish last. Operation don't finish last. Whoa, we're in the gap. We're in the gap there. No long-term test inbound, but I spent a good 8 hours or so on it. So oh no, oh no, oh no! I was trying to avoid him. Okay, we can keep going. Trying to avoid the bike that was floating in the air. I mean, look, the game's that hard, even the AI are killing themselves repeatedly. I mean, they would be dead from that. Oh, you applied to present Top Gear? No. I don't think they'd want me. Oh, what? So if the bike lands slightly off centre, you're done. And that's based off how it's previously gone into the corner. There's nothing you can do. My God. What a disaster. Oh, well. Right, we've got to finish this. I don't care. I don't care if it kills me. I don't know, probably another 5 deads at least. The back end just went out there for no reason. I'm not last. I'm now last. You think you're getting there, and then... Yeah. You see them like... See them launch the bikes in real TT, and the bikes... Because of gyroscopic forces, the bikes will self-align mid-air. You know, they pull themselves together. You're not going to land with the bike. You know, that doesn't happen that often. Hi, Tuna No Crust. Do you think how much gyroscopic force there is from the tyres? Arse. Because I had to see what it's like. Why the backs just get you over the limit? You're done. That is it. That is probably the worst thing in this game, and it occurs from a bunch of things causing, like an AI tapping you, or going over certain bumps, or not leaning just right, and then you correct it, so you've actually reacted to it, but there's no point because you're dead. I mean, in that case, I've just been murdered. And the AI murder seems totally random. The start sounds like an MRI scanner. Hey, Delta Bador. I'm having loads of fun here. This is Complainer Muscle live in the house. Complainer Muscle. My God, I don't know how you guys are watching this. Whinger Muscle, Baby Muscle, Mona Muscle. Probably accelerating too hard as well. Hello, Miles. Dead count 28. We can add more. Yeah, probably on like 35 by now. MRI scan. Does it work with the wheel? I have to give it a go. Ah, killed him. Oh. Oh, you little fucker! You absolute bastard! He just took me out! You little bastard! You absolute bastard! I was doing so well then. What a little bastard. I was on the second lap then. We were absolutely doing it. And then he goes and takes me out. The AI in this are a piss take. You're trying to work it out. You're doing everything right. And you get smashed into a wall. What? What an arse. We're doing this. The AI in this game, come on. We had that. I can't believe he just took us out. On the positive, I'm getting the 90s video game vibes from this. I take the punishment. Sim racers probably love this. Forget if it's realistic or not. This is like punishment at its max. I was doing that earlier. We've been playing this for 2 hours. Oh, gee, there goes the bike. Oh, there goes a rider. Oh, launched. Right. I forgot. You got to lift on that bit. You can't do anything. It has to be straight. Okay, I'll try to Lambo plays. I remember that. You can't accelerate. You're better off just not playing this. This game's going to give me an aneurysm. Get out. This is worse than Golden Disco Ball. Yeah. At least GT Sport has somewhat controllable cars over the limit. Ah, oh, look at that. Good. Ah, oh, we got stuck to the AI. I've not tried the sidecars yet, no. Need to add it. MRI. Oh, you got to be kidding me. No, I've been doing this track for like an hour or so, 40 minutes. I'm getting worse now. I'm hitting the phase where you just get worse and worse and worse. Nice trees though. Remember the trees, guys. I'm starting to believe that the real thing's probably easier than the game. I mean, you need big balls, but that's probably the real skill. I did a few laps, but of the T2, yeah. Oh, you're joking! Dude, what is it with this game? This is ridiculous. Look, the thing is, you have to get the speed off, but if you get the speed off too quick, you just die, and the other drivers ride into you. And then you can't get the momentum through the corner. So it's like everything you do in this game is death penalty. Hi, Dance Where Benito. Welcome to the chat room. Ah, we recovered that. Bloody lamppost, that guy. Ah, I broke too hard. Have you got this game, web guy Mike? You play it with all the assists off. I want to see your video, web guy Mike. AI on hard, all the assists off. I want to see your video just blitzing the AI. Come on, boy. Putting the challenge down. Get off me. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. The AI is going so slow. You can't brake because you crash and you can't drive into them. I mean, what are you supposed to do? It's just... This is ridiculous. Jeez. This is like the smallest track in the game as well. Yeah, there's hard and then there's unfair hard. There's two different things going on. I feel like this is hard but also unfair hard, due to the lack of control over the limit. Oh my god. I mean, come on, this is literally the hardest game that's come out this year. Oh my god, the... Have that, you... Green bike. I thought he was going to hit me, so I didn't brake as soon as it did. This... I haven't done one race yet. I've done 2 laps without crashing or being taken out. Need a bike rig. Need some morphine. Oh, you little dick. It just lost it. It just lost it. It just lost it for no reason. Oh. Bloody hell. I'm having lots of fun. This is the most fun I've had in a long time. Stop lifting so much. That's what I was saying, James. It seems to be it. We've said it a few times. Go to the limit, you're dead. Fudge nipples. The AI get faster as you go further in the race as well. Oh, Jesus. Could you try third person? I could do, but I feel like that'll ruin it. I've got to do it in first person. got to be the authentic. Hey, Iron Skeggs. Thanks for subscribing, man. What is that about? That is just crap. That is just really... There's only one way to play it. You do anything starting different, you're dead. Oh, you... Oh, we're still going, we're still going, we're still going. Little... Oh, my Jesus Christ. What was that bike about? Just out of the blue. We're doing fine. This bike just goes into the wall. So, oh no, where do we get? What place do we finish? I don't even know who I am. 5th place. Oh my god. It's not fun. That is not fun. That's torture. Replay. I don't want to live anymore. How do I play at normal speed? Oh, okay. Well, how come we don't have that camera? I'm so stressed. That was so stressful. Yeah, you need to be able to. Well, that's cool. It needs to have over the limit correction capacity, otherwise it's just brutal. I mean, it's brutal enough as it is with the bloody tracks and just having to learn all the controls and everything. But you've got there's nothing. Once you slide, you're poodled. There's no give, slack, and no force feedback to let you know, to warn you. I can get over the controls of leaning around, using 2 fingers to brake and everything. I can get around that. I can't get over slightly over the limit death penalty. Literally every MotoGP driver would be dead by now if they handled like this. Well, you see people, they're drifting in GP racing all the time. Or just go into corners with not necessarily drift, but you know what I mean, with the corners, the wheels misaligned. Because the tyres are tyres. I mean, you can stay upright on a mountain bike or a road bike with both wheels locked for a bit. There's like random rumble for gear shifts and road texture, and when you lean in mid-corner, there's a bit of rumble. But I'm not. It doesn't seem to correlate to. It doesn't give you enough warning to not go over the limit. Yeah, no, obviously road racing is totally different to track racing in many, it's just way more variables and the approach of it is different. But at the end of the day, it's still tyres on a surface. In the same way that rally driving is different from track driving, but it's still, physics are still the same, you know. I mean, that's on hard, so I don't know. How do you learn the whole? You got to learn the whole circuit and not crash, not make one mistake. I mean, that was 3 minutes 38. Felt like 5 hours to me. Maybe we can set a wheel up. Let's have a look. The crew, I don't like the crewing simulators. I've not tried it personally, but it doesn't look like all that, to be honest. I'm sure it would depend from car to car. Be interesting to see what they've done, but Hey, Tim. Oh, it's total. It's just a console game. I'm gonna try driving from third person and see what it's like. It isn't, Tim. The grass is amazing. The physics are a bit random. The AI is frustrating. I see in third person, you see the bike looks like it's drifting all over the place. Look at that! It doesn't make any sense in third person. But the bike's totally dislocated from the track. No wonder people see in third person it looks totally unrealistic. It's not easy to drive in third person. Maybe they designed it around the third-person view. I mean, that went over the limit there. Yeah, you look at it in third person. Keep doing that. You look at it in third person, the bike looks utterly dislocated from the road, so it doesn't make any sense. It's not as noticeable in first person. It's hard to tell though if that's because of the floating camera or the bike itself. Look at that! No wonder it felt crazy in first person going through there. Out of the way. The graphics are nice. Block. It's so much easier in third person to play. Dead. Took them out, right. Yeah. I mean. Hey, Wooladick. Pixel therapy. It's supposed to have like rain and snow and everything in Forza 4, Horizon 4. I'm gonna try doing the big track in third person, see what it's like. You lose most of the sense of speed driving it in third person. Oh, great. Brake's not working. Ah, didn't lean back enough. This is really bad in third person. I mean, it's a lot easier to play, but it looks awful. Like, I mean, visually it looks nice, but the physics just seem really wonky and dislocated. Oh, twisted him around there. Have a bike. Well, when I played RBR for the first time, it made instant sense to me. I wasn't good at it, but RBR was like, oh, this makes 100% perfect sense. Well, the only thing that caught me out in RBR actually initially was just the braking, the amount of time it took the car to slow down. But, and this was before I really played driving simulators that much. Instantly made sense, which I think that's why RBR's so recommended and like respected as a. It's not perfect, but cars handle like cars. Yeah, just I don't know. It's not doing it for me. In first person, it was a lot better, but I think the problem is the physics just a bit crappy. Dead. Sit. Dead. That's my final review. Nice hedges. Amazing hedges. Amazing graphics. Pretty good in first person. Really nice track model. Really fun to learn the circuit. Quite fun to drive in first person. And be fun to learn the circuit. But yeah. Gameplay, absolutely terrible. Physics, at times, probably quite good. Can't do anything over the limit, though. As soon as you go over the limit, you're dead. There's nothing you can do to save the bike if you go over the limit. Sounds seem alright. But, yeah. I mean, that's it. I don't know who's gonna get that, and really there's no like game there either. So if you were buying it as a casual person, it's like a TT fan, it's like, well, you play it for 5 minutes, you'd be like, well, what's this? But guys, I'm going to stop this stream here. I'm going to go and eat something. Probably be back on later. That was the Isle of Man TT. Death by Bicycle Large Testicle Simulator. The premium hedge model simulator on the market today. So I'll catch you guys later. Thanks everyone for watching and sticking around and subscribing and liking. Appreciate it, guys. Take care. Take care. In a bit. I need a cup of tea. I need 10 pints of tea. I'm just gonna have a bath full of tea. That'll make everything good. Bye.